Welcome to Big D, Dallas, Texas, and the house the Pony Express built. Dickerson and James and SMU hoping to restore the glory and get things started in this one. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Mustangs will kick it off to get us underway. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Holstein. He's going to go for a big one. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, TCU!
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before, and there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board.
7, SMU, 0.
Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense getting set for first down. They'll leave it with him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Scanning the field, it's Law. Coming after him. He's right on target. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, third downs, and having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Fourth down coming up.
And the Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And they'll just down it right there. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Comes out throwing on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Payne. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Here's the handoff. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Holstein. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
And on that out route 3rd down, guys, you just want to see a little bit better execution. You want to see more depth on the route. You want to see a little bit more of an accurate throw so he doesn't have to come back and fight for it, so that we can pick up the first down a lot easier. A little bit better by the quarterback and receiver, and as a result, they do get the catch, but it sets up 4th and short.
A run for the quarterback. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
The Horned Frogs are on the move. They'll throw it on first down. Working that left side now. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys, that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
TCU 7, SMU 0.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. To the ground to try to move the chains. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Horned Frogs want to move quickly. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. And the offense about to dial up its 10th play of this drive. Wide receiver shows motion. On second down, wants to throw it. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Payne. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Handoff from the shotgun. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. With the run on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
So they'll try to make up some of that ground on 2nd down from the 16. To the air, it's Law. Pocket starts to collapse. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
The Mustangs will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it.
1st and 10.
TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. To throw, it's Holstein. They're bringing heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
After the misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. Pulls it in. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers in so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense. And this dude has worked his way. He might get a trip to New York as a wide receiver. That is not normal, and neither is this dude.
They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Quarterback moving. Throws toward the end zone. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Have you ever met a wide receiver that isn't always open? They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Receivers had an opportunity maybe to make a play, but you know what? I'm open, throw me the ball, throw my hand in the air. You know what? That pick, it goes in the quarterback stats, not the receivers.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Looking downfield, it's Law. Getting some heat. He's going to run it. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Mustangs will punt this one away.
60 on to punt it away.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
They'll throw it on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in second and manageable. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line.
Brings up second down.
Back to throw, it's Holstein. Looking for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Got it in the middle, it's Collins. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Going up top on first down. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. They'll immediately call timeout. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to...
Snagged in the end zone! Touchdown, TCU!
Touchdown.
They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And the big fella runs right down the middle of the field, runs the post route. You could tell quarterback locked into him, throws it up high, lets him catch the football, use his big body to kind of fend off the defenders and get in the end zone for 6.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Fair catch, called for and made. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for a man, it's Law. Throws for the tight end. And that one's incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Buys a little extra time. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to move it through the air. He'll pull it down and run. Still running at the 40. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Brought down at the 28-yard line. Brings up third down.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Mustangs headed quickly to the line. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. The throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
They'll put the tight end in motion. He wants to throw here on second down. Looking to buy time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the beatdown has ensued.
TCU.
They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Looking downfield, it's Law. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
He throws one to the left. He holds it in, and nobody's close.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Dances away from the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
With the catch, it's Carroll. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Now, you got to read it quick, right? And he makes a quick decision, gets that thing out of his hand, but make sure your feet are set, and you still got to be accurate, even though you're trying to get rid of that ball so fast.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Steps away to find some room. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
691, Gators far. Here we go.
From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Oh, the attempt is no good. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. The lead is huge. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what
He tries to take the top off. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. They move the tight end all over. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Looking to the big tight end. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
To the air on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And the Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line. He's back to throw on second down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Pulls it in, it's Payne. Touchdown, TCU! And the stomping has commenced.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Law. Pressure coming. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Trying to get to him. Quarterback extends the play. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. On the move, it's Payne. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Dropping back, it's Holstein. They're working that left side. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Horned Frogs in the hurry-up.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Gonna let it fly. And he makes the catch at the 25. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Fires on the move. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense. So they're
got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the route is on. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. He breaks a tackle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to...
And the ball is intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. A first down for the offense. To the air, it's Holstein. It's complete to the left. On the move at the 30. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Oh, the ball squirts out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Now, what a missed opportunity for this offense. They had a chance to get points. Now they turn the football over. But if I'm this defense, I'm ready to roll. I got them in the black zone. They got the field. See if I can go make something happen and get this ball back to my offense.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Using his legs, it's Payne. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Finds his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll try the right side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They'll run the toss. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Coming up, 4th down.
And the Mustangs decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line.
The offense will take over 1st and 10.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's